this your boy Anime Squad 101 here, back with another video today. This is take 3 of What If Deku Had Carnage Part 2. Yeah, let's get into the what if. So, Deku is going to UA to take the entrance exam. Deku and Carnage are just talking in their mind. They get to the UA. They take the exam, the normal exam that all schools have, and then they go to the practical exam. Carnage is like, this will be fun. Deku's just like, yeah, whatever, Carnage. Ida still does the same thing with Mr. Mike, with President Mike. So yeah, that happens. Then now it's the practical exam, the start of it. So the doors open. Deku starts running, along with everyone else. Deku is just... Oh shoot, I forgot to put him. He's in this form right now. So yeah, he's destroying the monsters. I mean, not the monsters. Now I'm thinking of something else. What if maybe to come? He's destroying the robots. He's helping people out too. So, before the 0-pointer comes, I'm gonna say he has 50 villain points and 40 hero points, so 90 points altogether. Then the 0-pointer comes. Deku's seeing this and automatically goes into this form, thinking if the robot runs after him, he will have to stop it. Then you hear Uraraka yell. He turns around and then jumps without thinking. And you see the axe that he has in the picture? That axe times 100. So it's a giant axe. It just chops the 0-pointer's head off. He lands down on the ground. Uraraka thanks him. He says it's alright, as then he hears the President Mike say the exam's over. So yeah, Deku is just like, I probably have enough points to pass, as he walks to go to his house. I'm gonna say he had 90 points without rescuing Uraraka. Rescuing Uraraka gave him 150. Yeah, I'm gonna say he still got 60 hero points, because why not? So yeah. He is waiting for the results to come back in, and they do. So then he has the letter. He opens it. Same thing goes as canon. All might say, "Welcome, Izuku Midoriya, to your Hero Academia." Deku and Carnage is just like, no, Carnage is just like, "We passed, partner." And Deku's like, "Yep, time to start training with you, Carnage." Carnage is like, "Good. Wait, what type of training?" As Deku, with a devilish smile, says, "You know what type of training we're doing." As Deku just starts blaring music. So yeah, I'm gonna say that at the start of UA, he can withstand Jiro's heartbeat things, but President Mike yelling, Carnage will kind of lose control. Jiro using her sound, it will annoy Carnage, but it won't be enough to make Carnage lose control. So yeah. First day of UA. So Deku's on the train talking to Carnage. They get to UA. I'm gonna say he's one of the first ones. Only Momo and Todoroki are there. So he's just waiting. People start coming in. So yeah. Around the same thing. Saying thank you for saving me and all that. Then when Aizawa comes out and Deku's head Carnage is like, who's the random homeless guy? Deku's like, shut it, Carnage. We can't be rude to people. We're trying to become heroes. You want even more torture or training? Carnage just shuts up. He's like, because he does not like the training that he's doing. He knows that it will help him, but he does not like it. He hates it. So yeah, Aizawa throws their track uniforms. So yeah, they start walking outside. Deku just absorbs the tracksuit and is pretty much wearing it. So yeah. Aizawa throws the ball to Deku and says, "What was your highest throw in middle school?" Yeah, middle school. For a second, I thought UA was a college, which I don't know why it isn't a college. Who knows? Okay, so yeah. Deku's just like, because I believe symbiotes bring you to your peak physical condition. Well, not peak, but they bring you to a pretty fit position. So yeah, I think, yeah, they do mold your body a little. Yeah. So I'm gonna say Deku had like, I'm gonna say 70 meters, 75 meters. I was always like, good. Now throw this ball with all your might. Deku brings back his hand, having the symbiote wrap around him in this form, and throws the ball. I'm gonna say it lands. I'm gonna say it lands 750. Yeah, 750 meters. Everyone's like, cool. Because I'm going to say at the last second in his hand, he goes to this hand because he wants to make everyone think that he was trying his best, but he's not going to show his true. Actually, no. Forget that. I'm going to say he actually got 2,500 meters with this. Because this is basically a limiter, this form. This form is like the second limiter. And then this is his full power. First stage, second stage, full power. That's how that's going to work. So yeah. Everyone's like, the people who, Mina, Kaminari, Sero, all say the same thing, and Aizawa was like, oh, you think this is fun, right? Okay, how about we spice things up? The last two people get expelled. Actually, no. Actually, we're gonna do this, because this actually would be fun. Okay, so yeah, he says the last two people will get expelled. Everyone's like, wait, you can't do that. It's always like, I get to run my classroom however I want to. We're not tied down to tradition from the school board. So yeah, last two people are Mineta and Invisible Girl. I forgot her name. that doesn't really matter because she's not in my what if anymore. I don't even know how she got into UA. I've heard of like a few things that she just turned off the robots. Okay, I can see that. But how 1A? How do you get 1A with that? I could see like 1C and 1B maybe, but 1C for sure. There's probably a 1C for the hero track. Well, I'm just gonna say there is a 1C. Ain't gonna do much. Probably not gonna do anything with 1C, but there is a 1C if there wasn't. Okay, so yeah. The people who are gonna be replacing it is Kendo and Shinso. Because, yeah, I like them. You have a problem with that? I don't really care. So, yeah. Yeah. This is the heroes versus villains. Dang, I've just been speeding through this what if. I'm sorry. I don't know why, but now I've been speeding through what ifs lately. Because I was originally, my first take of what if Deku had Carnage, it was way too fast. And I'm like, yep, nope, I need to slow down. Which was like half a week ago. Yeah. So yeah. Heroes versus villains. Same thing goes as a cannon, All Might busting through the door, saying, I am here, walking through the door like a normal person. Everyone says All Might, except for Deku. He's like, ooh, All Might. Since he already knew that he was going to be a teacher and was probably going to teach 1A. Oh, the person who's getting All Might, the person who's getting one for all is Muriel. Can I just say this? I'm going to skip 20 seconds if you don't want to hear this. I'm going to give you a manga spoiler. So, yeah. I'm happy that Deku has unlocked Float. The manga chapter was just released. And this morning I read it. And I finished it. And I was happy that Deku had unlocked Float. I am happy. And yeah. On to the what if. So yeah. The people Deku's gonna get paired up with I'm gonna say Shinso. And the villain team is Bakugo and Jiro. Yep, we're doing that. So yeah. They discuss a plan. Their plan pretty much is they will try to brainwash them. If not, they will use Deku to fight. So the thing starts. Deku walks in this form. So yeah. Oh, I'm gonna say that Deku and Shinso are kind of gonna be friends because their quirks are both villainous. Well, Deku's quote-unquote quirk is villainous. So, yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Might do it. Might be next part. Actually, no, I'm bringing it in this part. So, yeah. I'm going to... no, I'm not going to say that yet. So, yeah. They discuss a strategy. They start fighting. Ooh, actually, that would be a good idea. You guys are gonna see something really cool. I don't think I've seen a what if or a YouTube channel that does what ifs do this yet. So yeah, they do their heroes versus villain battle. they were able to trap Bakugo in the mind control, telling him to put his hand right in front of his face and shoot a large explosion. Bakugo does that. He knocks himself out. Jiro is just confused. He's just like, what the heck just happened? Then she sees Deku rushing her, so she uses her earphone jacks. Carnage in Deku's head's just like, this is getting annoying. Deku's just like, agreed. Even though we are immune to this, it is annoying. So they knock Jiro out with the tentacles, because as soon as they do that, Carnage is like, this feels a lot better, partner. So yeah, that happens. Hero team wins. I'm gonna say that. Actually, no. All that just happened, it was the opposite way around. So actually, Deku and Shinso were on the villain team, and Bakugo and Jiro was on the hero team. Just because that kind of seems better than being on the hero team. So yeah, yeah, that happens. I'm gonna say Deku is at his house sitting on the couch watching TV as a news story comes up, it says breaking news, asteroid has hit Earth. Carnage is like, this might be who I'm thinking it is. He doesn't say that out loud. He's thinking it in his own mind. So he then tells Deku, can we go somewhere? I want to check something. He's like, sure, where? Where that asteroid fell. He's Deku's like, sure, whatever. Wait a second. Is that what... Wait a second. Doesn't that kind of sound familiar to how you got here, Carnage? Carnage is like, yes. Deku putting it together, he's like, oh, you think one of the other symbiotes have landed here? Yes, I do. Deku's like, okay, now we have a better reason to go there. So they go over there. They see that Carnage sees that it was holding a symbiote because there was like a hole in it, and he knew as soon as that happened because he unattached himself from Deku for a moment and then went in the asteroid to check to see if it was possible, which it was. It reattached itself to Deku, and he says, yep, certainly was a symbiote in there. I wonder which one it was. Toxin, Venom. Heck, that's how I checked. Venom had a kid named Sleeper. Who knows, maybe Riot, Scream. Riot and Scream. I absorbed them once. Well, at least tried. I tried to absorb them once. If it's them, we might have a bit of a fight because they're not too fond of me. I did try to kill them. Deku's just like, what all did you do on your time on that other Earth? Carnage just says, a lot you wouldn't know, kid. A lot I will not tell you. Deku's just like, shall we trade? Carnage is just like, shit. So yeah, they trade some more. I'm gonna say now the way they train, since never mind. Now the way they train is they go to concerts and they don't go right in front. They go like in the back and slowly work their way up forward until Carnage starts screaming in Deku's head. Then Deku stands there for a few minutes and then backs off because he is also training tolerance of people screaming in his head, in his ear. So yeah, yeah. I'm gonna go to this one until I need it because I like this version of this picture of Carnage back. Yeah. They go to they go back to school. Actually, no. Deku's walking home, and he sees someone being mugged in a back alley, and he's like, "Yeah." Carnage is like, "We gonna help?" And Deku's like, "You already know we're gonna help." Carnage is like, "Okay." As he transforms into this version, and as soon as he's about to tap the mugger on the shoulder, that's when someone pounces on him, and I'm gonna say knocks him out. Actually, no. I'm gonna say he eats his head off. You guys know it's the symbiote that has crashed on Earth. Carnage is like, "Whoa, is that the symbiote that's crashed? Because I know I didn't do that, and I know only symbiotes do that. No exact precision of it. I think I know exactly who." So he transforms into Deku. Actually, no, he transforms into this version of Carnage. Then the black and white figure turns to Carnage and says, "Carnage, become a hero." Then he goes split face with Deku and him. He's like, "We already are trying to become heroes." Venom's like, "Good." Yeah, because it's Venom. If you didn't put that together, you are bots. So yeah, he's like, he's like, "Good. It seems that you and your host, it seems like your host is a good host and not a corrupted host. He was even able to bring you, a corrupted Clintar, back to being a pure Clintar." If you don't know what corrupted Crimtar, hold up. If you don't know what corrupted Clintar is, it's pretty much when a symbiote bonds to a host, and that host is corrupted by his own mind, by corrupted, like how Carnage was and how Venom was originally. Actually, no, not originally. Like his third host down, it was corrupted. Eddie Brock. He had his redemption. But yeah. So yeah. Venom is just like, "Good thing I was able to find you this early. I went through 2 different hosts. This one and another." Carnage is like, "Father, you're talking all about becoming heroes, and yet you killed 2 people arriving in this world. Well, 1 person, but let me guess, this one doesn't have long." Carnage is like, Venom is just like, "Yes, he does not have long." Does your host know someone that might fit the bill of my new host? Deku, being friends with Shinso, transforms to fully Deku and just like, yes, I actually know someone. Now, Venom, do you feel like detaching with this one, with your host? And he's like, fine. As he transforms, and I'm gonna say that, Venom's like, I only have 30 minutes on this, not being attached to anyone. Let's hurry up and go. So they go to Shinso's house. They knock on the door. Actually, no. They find Shinso outside of his house with his mother throwing something at him, yelling, "You villain!" What the heck was that voice? That's someone else for What If in the future that I've tried twice to record. I'm giving up on that What If for a little before I bring that one in. It's like, "You villain, get out of my house!" Deku runs up to Shinso and says, "Hey Shinso, you okay?" He's like, "Yeah, this is every night for me." Hold up. Yeah, sorry guys, I forgot where I, left off. I'm gonna say Deku ran up to Shinso and said, "Hey Shinso, you okay?" Shinso's like, "Yeah, this is daily." Deku is just like, "How about you live at my house?" Shinso's like, "Why not? Anything beats this place." So Shinso packs up his things and goes over. Well, starts walking over to Deku's house. Deku is just like, "Hey Shinso, I have something to ask you." "What?" says Shinso. "How about I make a deal with? No. Would you like my quirk? Or, well, something similar, slightly weaker to my quirk?" Shinso's just like, "Yeah, why not? Why, sure. Why you ask?" Deku's like, "Good, because I might be able to do that one for you." Shinso's like, What do you mean?" "See this?" As he holds up Venom. He's like, "Yeah, what is that?" "This is Venom. My quirk is actually not a quirk. It's actually an alien species called a Clintar." Shinso's taken aback by this. He's like, "Wait, what? Your quirk is not a quirk? Explain yourself." He then explains Shinso about everything. Shinso's just like, "Oh, that makes sense." It's like 28 minutes have passed, so Venom creates a head and is like, "Hurry up, I have 2 minutes left." Shinso's like, What does he mean by 2 minutes left?" Deku says, "See, he can go without a host for 30 minutes, and then he needs a host, otherwise he will die." Shinso's like, "Oh, and let me guess, I'm gonna be that host." And Deku's like, "Correct?" Shinso's just like, "Sure, I'll take it." He's like, "Okay," as he sets Venom down, and Venom goes over to attach to Shinso. They have perfect symbiosis, because I don't want to kill Shinso. So yeah, shoot, I have to find a picture of Venom. Hold on, a movie. Deku tells Shinso that you might want to go to a lower output of Venom. He's like, what do you mean? As Deku transforms into this version of Venom, he's like, this is what I mean. Shinso kind of is scared a little. He's like, okay, I understand. Can you turn back to your normal form? He's like, this is my normal form. So that's Shinso in his mind's like, so that's what he means by lower output. So he doesn't scare everyone. He lowers it to different outputs as he turns into this. Shinso thinks he hears Venom in his head. He's like, hello. Shinso's like, who are you? I am Venom. Shinso's like, okay, Venom. I'm Shinso. I have a question for you. How should I go about lessening the percent? Venom saying, I don't know. You just lessen it. Don't think to use 100% of your power. Try using less of it. Shinso tries, and he goes into... I'm gonna say Shinso will get this form eventually, but not right now. So, Shinso... Wait, hold on. Whoops. Oh, I'm running out of storage. Shinso becomes this version of Venom. Deku's like, good, you're able to control your symbiote. Good. I would suggest going to the quirk doctor tomorrow morning, since it is the weekend. Because I'm going to say, USJ was planned after the weekend. So yeah. The weekend happens, they register Shinso's quirk. And yeah. So now people think that he has two quirks. Brainwashing, and I'm going to say they named it Venom because they asked Shinso what he wanted to name it. So yeah, that happens. So yeah, USJ. So yeah, the USJ happened. Sue asks Deku what his quirk is. Deku says his quirk's Carnage. And they all are confused. They're like, Sue says, what do you mean by Carnage? Exactly what it sounds like. My quirk can pretty much... Actually, no, she doesn't say it. She's like, what can it do? He's like, well... Oh, shoot. I just unplugged something. He says, well, my quirk can... my quirk, I'm able to have this substance form around me. And it's sentient. Everyone's like, wait, you have a sentient quirk? Tokiyami is listening to this and he's like, I thought I was the only one with a sentient quirk. Then they ask Shinso. Shinso's like, I have brainwashing and a quirk called Venom that I recently discovered this weekend. Everyone's like, whoa, cool, except for Deku because he already knows about it and everything. They ask what exactly, how does his brainwashing quirk work? Shinso says, well, answer me this so I can. Can you answer me a question? And Kaminari says shit as he's brainwashed. And then he unbrainwashed him. He's like, exactly. You respond. If you respond to my questions, I'm able to brainwash you. But there's a limit on what I can do. And then Sue asks what's his other quirk. He's like, my other quirk is called Venom. And what it does is pretty much what Deku does, but it's black and white, and it is weaker. They ask him how he knows this. He says, I started living at Deku's place, and he and me were sparring, and when I unlocked it, he and me sparred, and he defeated me easily. Actually, not easily. He was just able to defeat Shinso. So yeah, everyone's like, cool. So they get to the USJ. Kirishima still says, whoa, they have fake villains. Aizawa jumps out and says, no, those are not fake villains. 13, protect the children, or the students. So yeah. But this time, Deku and Shinso, actually no, I'm gonna say they decide to stay there, thinking that Aizawa can deal with them. Well, at least when he starts being overwhelmed, they'll enter. Kodagiri still tries to do it, but Shinso's just like, wait, why are you villains attacking here? Kodagiri's just like, well, because, boom, he's brainwashed. And then, Shinso asks, okay, now, who's the leader of it? Is it that guy with the hands? Kodagiri's like, no. The leader of the group is called All for One. He is not here. I'm gonna say, Shinso asks, okay, and where can I find this All for One? That's when Bakugo, being Bakugo, not waiting for anyone, charges in and attacks, knocking Kodagiri out of the brainwash. And he's like, wait, what? Why did I tell him that? And when I tried to stop, I couldn't. He probably had a brainwashing quirk. As he just shuts up, because he ain't gonna get brainwashed and reveal where All for One lives, or is hiding, or where the hideout is. So he teleports them away. I'm gonna say Shinso, Deku, and I'm just gonna say Shinso and Deku get teleported in the boat zone. I'm gonna say Froppy didn't get teleported. So yeah, that happened. Then Deku and Shinso just defeat all the villains, and then just move on to the Central Plaza area. That's where they see the Nomu Aizawa's arm. That's when they transform. Deku being this, and Shinso being this. And they go out. Deku stabbing the Nomu, like at where the joints are, like where your shoulder joint, your knees, your, I'm gonna say, yeah, just get where the joints are. The Nomu then removes them. The Nomu healing instantly. He's like, he has regeneration. I'm gonna say Deku and Shinso made some combo moves. So Deku transforming into this, Shinso staying in this form, and Deku starts chopping and using his tendrils at the Nomu, and Venom trying to rip it apart too. So yeah, after a while of this, they know that it's no use. Shinso transforming into this, and Carnage transforming into this form, and they start going crazy, attacking the Nomu, to the point where the Nomu cannot regenerate anymore. So the Nomu dead. I'm gonna say Carnage and Venom kind of absorb some of the brain because, hey, snack. Take it as you can. That's what they said to Shinso and Deku when they asked why the heck did they take the brain. So yeah, Kodagiri and Shigaraki is just like, yeah, no, we're not dealing with this, and just dip. Breaks through, sees what happened, and yeah, that's the end of the USJ. They have their break. So 41. This is where I'm gonna end the what if off. Thanks for watching, like, subscribe, all of that. Peace.